coming up in a minute, but this is so exciting. My friend Rochelle Lucas is joining us. This woman, you do a lot of blogging.
Thank you.
Your whole life, you've done a lot of great blogging, which is so great and inspiring. What will inspire you is this appliance from Ninja. This one, okay, I'm gonna set this down for a minute because I need to talk and then I'll eat. I love this thing so much because, here, let me show you. My favorite appliance in my kitchen, you've heard me say it many times, is my Ninja air fryer. I love it, but I love this one more because, watch, ready?
Yep.
You can use individual chambers, 3.5 quarts a side, or you can take this centerpiece out and you've got a 7-quart capacity. So now you could do a whole bird. I could have put my chicken pot pie in this last night. I wasn't able to because mine doesn't have the ability to take the center portion in or out. And then you've got the grill plates, so you can go ahead and use this in any one of the modes, the air broil, air fry, roast, bake, reheat, and even dehydrate. A favorite feature of mine that you're gonna love about this one, smart finish and match cook. And I'll have Rochelle explain a lot about how that works. You're getting some great recipes, but air frying is the way to go because again, we're here to talk about backing off on the oil and the calories. This is the way to go on anything from the frozen food treats to the chicken wings for the parties, the games. Look at how many pounds is that?
This is probably 3 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds of chicken wings. This is what we like to call our MegaZone. And so this is the new Ninja Foodi FlexBasket. You might be familiar with what Callie had, which was the dual air basket. So this is like the dual air basket, except we give you the option to remove the insert here and have this giant MegaZone to do 7-quart capacity. So now you can do more wings. Now you can do a loaf of bread. Yeah. Now you can do your pork loin. There's so many different things that you can do with it, but what I love too is that you also have those zones working separately or working together when you want them to work, you know, when you're cooking 2 different things. So I'm gonna show you, let me leave some of these wings in here, we'll keep them hot, but let me show you the front panel here to show you how it works. I'm just gonna restart it. Oh, it's saying good, look how it little said goodbye. It says hello too, watch. Hello. So you have 3 different, you know, remember we used to have 2 baskets. Now we have 3 different zones. You have zone 1, you have the MegaZone, which is both of them, and then you also have zone 2. Let's say I wanted to air fry something in zone 1, I could select my time and temperature, and then what I would do is I would select zone 2, and let's say I wanted to bake something over here and do a separate time and temperature. Yeah. This is that dual zone technology where we have smart finish and match cook. So if I hit smart finish and start, it's going to hold one side, so that way both are done at the same time.
Is that not the most brilliant? So this side is air frying.
Yes.
And this side is baking.
Yes.
And they'll both be done at the same time because of that awesome technology.
Yes. And then if you want to do both at the same time, then you can use that MegaZone, which is what we did for the wings. And I'll give you some examples and some ideas. We've got some great dinners to show you. We also have a nice little Valentine's Day dinner inspiration. But let me turn this off because I wanted to show I wanted to turn it on to show you how it works. I don't want to re-air fry those wings in here. But let me show you some of the other things that we've done. So we have a whole pork roast in here. So think about like for Easter, for Mother's Day, for Sunday dinner. Now you can do your whole pork roast with your vegetables. And so you can do your bigger proteins. You have that capacity now because now you have this giant MegaZone. All we did is we removed the insert here, and now we've got all of our vegetables and things in here. We've got our pork roast. You know, you can do, you know, any kind of your bigger proteins in here. And so I really love it for that. I'm gonna put this back in so I can carve into that pork roast.
I will tell you this, and you know me, I mean, I don't proclaim to be a professional chef. I'm just a girl who loves to cook. I love to be in the kitchen. I love to feed my family and friends, but I like doing things quick and easy. I use my air fryer every single day. I've had it probably for 3 years now, 2 or 3 years, every single day. I use my oven so infrequently, and I have double ovens, so infrequently. When I start thinking about how much time it takes to heat them up and how much energy it takes to heat them up for what? Just to make you know, a chicken patty or a hamburger? I mean, or this is amazing that you can do a huge pork roast like that in one chamber.
Absolutely. And look at how wonderful and tender it is. There's a little bone there at the bottom, so that's why I'm not cutting it all the way through, but look at how wonderful, tender, and juicy and delicious it is. And now you can do it in less time because you're using your air fryer. You're not having to heat up your whole big oven. So that's going to actually save you some time because you're only heating a smaller space. And it's countertop cooking, which I really appreciate because then it's at countertop level when I want to get it. So like you noticed I took that pork loin with all those vegetables, I was able to do it right right at my level. I didn't have to bend down
Watch
to
this.
pick it up. So
And I'm
it's
sorry,
really
this
easy.
is already
Let's serve
cooking
it. Let's
still.
serve it.
But
Come on,
look at
bring it
how
up.
easy this is to take the whole meal. Look at this. Are those pierogies or pot stickers?
Those are pot stickers.
Ooh,
so
yummy.
we did,
and
and
the
a little
vegetables
stir
on the-
fry.
Oh.
Yes, so we did some pot stickers and stir fry. So this is an example of how you can use 2 different things and have them cook at 2 different temperatures, 2 different settings even, and have them both done at the same time. And that's the insert there in the middle that makes it into basically a dual, our flex basket is what we're calling it now, because it also has that MegaZone. So look at how much food we've got here. And then of course we can always put it back into the Ninja Foodi to keep it warm if people, if you've got company coming over and they're serving themselves and you want to keep some warm and bring up some to the table, you can do that too.
So see this divider, that comes out. If you're just tuning in and flipping through the channels, I'm telling you what, do this, it's $40 off. It's brand new. We're down, this is already very popular, even from just seeing it on our website leading up to the show tonight. There's only about 600 of these available.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it is very limited. Do this on a third flex. I think you are going to love how life in the kitchen becomes so much easier, so much quicker, and the variety of things that you can do will pretty much blow your mind. I'm not
Absolutely.
kidding. It does mine, because I use it now almost exclusively compared to my oven, unless I've got, I've got to do the pies and the main dish and the sides and all that. But that's another reason I love my air fryer. And I wish I had the major chamber. I've got the dual chamber, which is great, but it's limiting. This one opens up the floodgates as to the options of things that you can cook now.
It does, Callie. And what I love about it is, so we at Ninja, we like to read all of your reviews when you post your reviews on hsn.com, and we really take those to heart. And one of the things that you told us about air frying is, I love my air fryer. Air frying makes things so delicious and so crispy. But on a regular single air fryer, you'd have to do back-to-back cooking. So you'd have to cook one thing, take that out, and then cook a second thing, and then take that out. And so now you can do 2 zones, 2 different temperatures, 2 different times, and have them both done at the same time.
I have an idea, because Chef always makes food for everybody else.
Oh, come on.
I was just thinking about
Did
you.
someone say air fryer? Someone say wings? Someone say pork loin?
thought
Someone
you
say
might
Got some
punch
enjoy
sauce if you
simple
want some
things.
sauce. There's also
Oh,
some
man.
onions if you want some onions there too.
If you follow us on social media,
Yeah.
we are a Ninja air fryer family.
Oh, good. Are you?
100%. I use it
Absolutely.
every single day.
I do too. It's crazy how often I use mine.
And professional chefs, by the way, use them all the time because it's the only thing that mimics the real heat of a commercial convection oven, by the way.
Interesting.
That's the truth.
I
That's just
didn't
the
know
real
that,
deal.
but
I
that's
love
great.
knowing
that's
that.
great. I love it. And look at that. The great game day stuff. I know. I know.
Nothing better
so
than a
good.
good old chicken wing,
I
right?
know.
My favorite food in the whole world.
I love it. I love it.
I hope you enjoy that, because you've been working a lot all day
Oh.
long. So we're just going to let you enjoy your meal, and we're going to pull out some other goodies.
Sure,
What's
we've
in
got
this
plenty
one?
of goodies. So over here we've got some pigs in a blanket. We went with some game day fun, fun game day things with the wings and the pigs in the blanket. And look at how cute these little guys are. And so you can do up to 2 pounds of any air fried food, whether you're doing French fries or mozzarella sticks or your wings or your pigs in a blanket. And we did just a single layer here because we wanted them all to be nice and crispy. But you could really fill this up with about 2 pounds worth of basically any of your favorite fried treats, except now you're doing them air fried. Look, I love how we're just
Just throwing them out there,
just throwing them out there. I love it. This is how I am in my kitchen too. I always make a mess. So
You know what? I love that you can make a little and you can make a lot.
absolutely, absolutely. And this is also great for reheating. If you ever bring home leftovers from the restaurant, this is a great way to reheat it. You're not going to want to use your microwave because microwaves tend to make things soggy, whereas your air fryer is going to make it nice and crispy. So let me show. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go through these features. It's
Sure.
really, I love hearing from Chef Jet that they use it in their house, because let's
Absolutely.
face it, even professional chefs love this technology.
Love of it. So this is the FlexBasket. So basically you can remove that center insert and get the MegaZone, which is a full 7-quart air fryer, or you can use the 2 baskets separately. And you also have that smart finish technology, which is gonna allow you to cook 2 different things at 2 different temperatures, even 2 different settings, and have them both done at the same time. You get your 2 crisper trays there, which is fantastic for when you're wanting to do your pork roast or you're wanting to, you know, bake some bread. So really, we've expanded the opportunities that you have in your kitchen by giving you that MegaZone, so that way you can cook bigger things,
I think
bigger
for me,
proteins.
because I don't think I had too much. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's Friday night. I'm going to be home from work about 8:30. I don't know what. We didn't think it through.
I
but
know,
you
me
can
too.
make things so much quicker. If you've got frozen things in the freezer, if you've got,
Absolutely.
like, look at this. If you've got some phyllo dough and some little baby weenies, you can make a delicious treat as long with. You did a whole stir fry.
A whole stir fry and pot stickers. And I gotta give you a little secret here too. I don't do a lot of stuff from scratch, Callie. Like, you can get the pigs in a blanket and the pot stickers and a lot of really delicious gourmet appetizers in your frozen food section at your favorite grocery store. And so you can always have these kind of stocked up in your freezer, ready to go. So if you have unexpected company that comes over, or like you said, if it's Friday night, like tonight, and you're like, what am I gonna eat?
I need a fast fix.
You need a fast fix. You could definitely look to your freezer for that. And even pick out something healthy. And so I know you love salmon. One of these is salmon. Let me see which one. I think it's this one or that. It's this one here. Yeah, So we did a salmon, and I usually do like asparagus, but we did green beans tonight. But look at that, a dinner for two.
Seriously. And let's be honest, what would you spend on 2 salmon dinners at a fancy restaurant?
Absolutely,
right?
I
You
know.
can do this at home, and it's easy.
It's very easy, and look how tender it is. I might actually need to get a spatula.
I'll get the spatch for you.
Because otherwise it is so tender.
It's still gonna.
It is going to fall apart, and
here's
so that is how delicious it is. That's okay if it falls apart. There we go.
Portion control,
There
right?
we go, portion control. But this is something that I love to do, like on a busy weeknight when I want to, you know, eat something in 15 minutes. I want dinner on the table that quickly. But this is something that's healthy. It doesn't always have to be frozen pizza. It doesn't always have to be our fried foods. You can also do something, you know, really delicious, really healthy, like a salmon dinner
And I
for
know
two.
well, because I'm on auto ship for Curtis Stone's Faroe Island salmon. We do salmon in our air fryer all the time. Look at how tender that is. My
Really
mouth is
tender.
it's so moist, and you haven't had to baby it. You haven't even had to worry, is that a temperature too high or too low? Reminding you, by the way, it's a 6-feature in 1 oven appliance. That's why, I kid you not, this will be the appliance you use the most. I guarantee you. You will use it every day, if not multiple times a day. It's just the most brilliant technology, and there's my salmon. I'm just kind of showing you the backside of it, and there's the real presentation.
Yes, yes, and so it's so easy to do an easy, quick salmon dinner for two. And the reason you want that smart zone technology is the salmon will take probably about 12 minutes to cook. The green beans are only going to take about 4 minutes to cook. And so now you're able to get them both done at the same time, so they're both hot, they're both fresh, they're both ready to serve, so you're not going to be eating cold green beans or cold salmon.
But you put everything in the oven at the same time.
You put everything in the air fryer at the same time, yes. And
I call it the oven because it's my oven at home.
Absolutely, and I can even show you how that works again on this unit here that we had the wings in. So let me show you how that works. I'm just going to turn it on again. It says hello, it greets you, and then you have your choice of zones. So there's zone 1, the MegaZone, which is when you want to do the 7.5 quarts, or zone 2. So let's say in zone 1, I was going to do the salmon. I would select air fry. I've got my temperature already at 390. I would just lower my time to about 12 minutes. And then for zone 2, where I had my green beans, I would also select air fry, but it's not going to take nearly as long. So I'm going to only select 4 minutes for those green beans, and then watch what happens. You've got your smart finish button here, and once I hit start, it's gonna hold this side and then make sure that they're both done at the same time.
So you know what I do in those 12 minutes? I go get a bottle of wine.
I love it.
I'm like, all right, let's kick back, relax, and let that do all the hard work. Honestly, everything turns out so well. It's crazy, and it is faster than your big oven that you heat the whole thing up, to just make, you know, something little, no matter what it is that you're making. That salmon is absolutely delicious, not overdone, not underdone.
Thank you.
We are getting very limited on this piece, by the way. It's brand new. This is the most brilliant of all the ninjas that I've offered. It's called the FlexBasket. The reason why, and I want to repeat this because I love my Ninja, but I love this one more because it does give you the ability to, instead of the dual chamber, which I have, it has one big chamber. As you can see, the center piece has been pulled out, so you've got the whole 7-quart capacity to be able to put in all those chicken wings, or even if you want to do steaks or baked potatoes.
Yes, and we did those, actually. We can walk down and show you what
I
that
love
is
French
like.
fries in these too, straight from the freezer section.
And I love sweet potato fries. They get really crispy
me too.
when you put them in an air fryer, and I just love sweet potato fries in my air fryer, in my Ninja Foodi. But let me show you. You mentioned a steak. You mentioned potatoes. We actually did a whole Valentine's Day dinner, so I can give you an example of how you could do your appetizer, your main, and your dessert. So it's just at the end here. I'm just going to walk over. Try not to walk faster than the cameras. So here we go. So here's all the different things that we did. We did 2 French onion soups. We did a really large steak, so this is gonna be split for 2. We also did our baked potatoes, which are out front here, and we even baked dessert first. So we did our baked little chocolate cakes there. So any kind of oven-safe container that you have, you can also use it in here. These are heavy, so I'm gonna try and get that there. Look at that, with the melted cheese, the French onion soup. And so any of your bakeware that you have that can fit in here, and now you can even fit bigger bakeware. Let me see if I can get this out with some tongs here.
Oh, because this is hot.
Yes, this is hot. So now you can fit even bigger bakeware if you're gonna do a baked bread. We actually did some with the Ninja there too, with the Ninja bread pan there. So I love that you can fit more in the MegaZone when you have, you've got that capacity and that ability.
So these are the 2 crisper trays, and then there's that
the insert that I just took out. So let me move this down so we can cut into that steak.
You guys, you've got to admit, that's brilliant. That's really brilliant.
It really is, isn't it?
You will find this in retail at $180. Get it here. Save that $40. Do this on a flex pay and get it delivered. I spy somebody who's looking for a snack.
Oh, let's
Can I have a little
protein?
I'm a meat eater. I love
Absolutely.
meat.
Here we
so
go.
got it? Okay.
Yep, here, go for it.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I'm ready.
She's got her fork.
I don't think there's a bad piece of ribeye. You can't, I'm all in it.
I'm going to do this, and I'll let you pick your favorite section, and I'm not going to judge.
Oh, no,
I like the edges
that looks
with
so
the fat
good.
and everything.
I'm all
this
that.
one?
That's perfect.
Here you go. Here's
That's
a plate for
perfect.
you.
You need a knife,
Can I
though.
have a knife?
Yeah, here.
I mean, because you know what's about to happen, right? Because that whole thing is about to go in
Devour.
my mouth.
I love it.
If I wasn't on camera and picked that whole thing
I
up
know,
and
I would
just
too.
ate
I
it.
would too.
Look how beautiful that is.
Right?
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wait,
Okay, I'll
hold
eat
on.
this
Can
one.
you see that? Look at that.
Yeah, me too.
That is so good.
Thank you.
tender.
That is
Thank
delicious.
you.
Let me just tell you, that slice really thin with
Steak
some
in the air
horseradish
fryer.
cream on a sandwich, I would be like,
Come to mama.
That steak probably took, I want to say 8 minutes because it's kind of medium in the center
is so
there.
good.
So you could always do it to the doneness level that you prefer.
Hold on.
But because it's
Oh,
an
I
air
can
fryer,
cut for
that's
you.
how you're able to get that nice crispy outside, that
Yummy,
nice golden
yummy.
brown and delicious.
That is so good.
But you didn't have to turn it.
You didn't have to turn it. That's the beauty of air frying because it's going to
Come on.
surround it with hot air, so it's going to be cooked evenly all the way around.
more.
Plus, we did the baked potato. Plus, we did the soup, the
so
French
glad
onion
you
soup,
enjoyed that.
and we did dessert, and we baked a whole loaf of bread there. We also have our game day appetizers. So really, there's so much that you can do. So it's like getting 2 air fryers in one because you're going to be able to use both baskets, that flex basket where you have 2 different sides that you can use independently, or you can remove that center insert, which is that center insert right here. There we go. You can remove this center insert and get that MegaZone and get that full 7-quart capacity. So it really is my favorite too. I know Callie loves hers at home.
I love my air fryer. I kid you not. It is the one. It's probably encouraged me to cook more than anything else because it makes it so easy.
It does make it easy. It saves time. And we didn't even talk about how easy it is to clean up. It is so easy to clean up. Nothing sticks. You notice nothing's stuck. So I usually just hand wash it, but it is dishwasher safe too.
I want to give you the dimensions just in case you're looking to put it I know mine is under my microwave, by the way, which I never use, but I use my air fryer all the time. You're getting the better version, I think, because of the flex basket, giving you a big mega space underneath. Size-wise, though, it's about 18 and a half inches in length. It's about 11 and a half in width, and it stands a little more than 11 inches in height. So it's not huge. And by the way, it only weighs 17 pounds.
It's really light.
It's very light.
It's very
and this is the big tray that I just love that you can take and put that divider in. Or you can take that divider out and use the entire space to do 3 or 4 pounds like you did of the chicken wings.
Absolutely, and I love that you have that flexibility to use 2 different baskets at 2 different temperatures and 2 different cook times.
Yep.
Or you can use the whole MegaZone if you want to do your bigger proteins like the pork roast, or if you want to do even a larger steak than what we did today, or if you want to do your dinner on one side and bake your dessert on the other, you have the ability to do that too. And with that Smart Finish button, they'll both be done at the same time. And so I think we have enough time. Let me cut into, we've got a little loaf here that we did for,
Here we go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this back, and then
So
we
you
can put that
bake.
there.
I don't know if
and
you saw the
bake.
6 different modes on this, but you can do it all. You can even dehydrate food.
Yes.
You can bake, air broil, air fry, roast, and reheat. I use all the features.
Yes, so you can bake, and so we did this whole loaf of bread in there because of that MegaZone. We were able to do a whole loaf of bread. Of course, you can do your smaller baked goods too, but let me cut into this and show you.
We're down to about 500 of these available, folks. 500 lucky people get to save $40 from what something's going to be a red-hot commodity in retail stores. Ninja's everywhere.
I love it. And I
It's
actually
taken
haven't
over the
seen this in
market.
retail. I have looked and I have not seen this one. I was just at one of our
usually
big
do-
box stores yesterday and I haven't seen it.
We do usually get the honor of launching new pieces from Ninja, and this is a perfect example. It's 856244. Thank you.
This has been fun. I love cooking with Callie.
Thank you. I love cooking with Callie and eating with Rochelle.
Thank you.
All right, I want to remind you